We're going to share a bit about my own experience. We're going to talk about joining me today. My name is Jeffrey Bunton. I'm a doctor of dental surgery, and this channel is all about health and wellness for you to be healthy and well. And today we have a very special guest with us today because we're going to remind each other about the beautiful facts of the blood type diet. So here we go. Hello, Miss Kayree.
Hello.
Right? And this is, you are blood type fit.
I am.
And we commented on the same blood type person because it was like, to me, I was like, there's another person out there, you know? Yes. So for me, I've been sharing with my patients since the pandemic because I was trying to figure out what to say to someone so they can know that they're responsible for their own health. Right. And for that, I'm like, okay, what can you say to someone? I got reminded of the book, The Blood Type Diet, written in 1994.
Yes.
And I started doing it, and I had some better results, and I didn't feel sick. But how did you get onto it?
Well, after my journey of losing weight, trying to get into losing weight at the age of 30, I had a friend, and I had hit so many plateaus, and she says, "Do you know your blood type?" And I said, "You know, I don't know my blood type. I think of my mom's blood type. You know, we all think we're our parents' blood type." And so at that point, she introduced me to a genetic coach here in Atlanta. And she said she can come over to your house, she can test your water. So I did that. And even when she told me what my blood type was, I still didn't believe her because it was different from my mother's blood type, who is a B blood type. And so I called my hospital where I had my son, who was 7 at the time. And I said, "Can you please send my records?" So I signed the release, they sent my records, and sure enough, when you flip through those pages, it said I was A positive.
Oh, A positive.
Yeah.
Right. So what were you doing before the blood type diet? What were you doing? Like, how were you eating before that?
What wasn't I doing?
Oh, okay, all right.
I always was a snacker. I definitely, I had a sweet tooth. And just very picky eater, but still wanted things that were quick grabs. I call them appetizers. You know, most people think it's food, but you know, chicken tenders, you know, French fries, you know, things that are very quick, which are starters if you go to a restaurant. It's not your entree. Yeah. So that really is what my whole palate was about: cereal, things that was more sweet versus like whole in foods.
Honestly, I used to love the midnight Fruit Loops.
Oh my goodness. Mine was Rice Krispies.
Rice Krispies.
Rice Krispies, but it had to have enough sugar.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when I was a kid, like, my bowl of cereal was a mound of sugar on top of it. And it just didn't work unless I could feel the sugar, like, melting in my mouth.
Yes.
Also, you know, but those days are gone.
Yes.
Okay. And now I feel as though as I'm getting older, and I'm as young as I'm going to be now, what can I do today that's going to make future me be super great?
Absolutely.
So that I can look back and be like, "Man, you did a great job." And I'm going to say, "You're welcome." You know?
Absolutely. I mean, that's the biggest thing that transitioned me into blood type is because my mother at the time was approaching the age of my grandmother, who was 62 when she passed from diabetes. Oh. And my aunt was also diabetic, also passed mid-50s. And my uncle, he didn't pass from diabetes, but he was diabetic. So that kind of made me wonder because I was always tested when I went into the doctor. They would say in my upwards of 200, 260, we want to test you and see if you're pre-diabetic. And I would always come back negative. So at that point, you know, my mother was approaching that age and I was frankly scared. I was like, well, if I don't change, then she won't change, and she may pass at the same time or same age as my grandmother did. So that kind of sparked that transition and me trying. I didn't think it was going to be as hard as it was in the beginning of not doing the things that wasn't working for me because I gravitated towards things that didn't work for me. So once I aligned.
Why do we do that?
It's, you know, it's something that is habitual. It could be generational. It could be something that is just a pattern, that something that we're used to or we hear is the best thing for us. Mm-hmm. So we kind of gravitate towards that versus what is actually for us.
Right, and that is
Blood type.
blood type.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Now she came today, y'all. She came today, and we're finishing up one of our arch cases. We call it the Elevation Series, and you got to meet some of my team.
Yes.
And almost everyone in the office knows their blood type here.
Yes, lots of A's and O's here.
Yes. But whether they actually do the blood type diet is on them. But at least they know, right?
Right.
But I know that you were giving some gems because, like when you've been around somebody for a long time and they say something and it's good.
Yes.
They're giving it to you good.
Absolutely.
But you're like, yeah, whatever. But you came around and they were like, oh, really? I'm like, I know I said something like that before.
Yeah.
But I don't really mind about being right. I just want to be in the right.
Absolutely.
And I'm so glad that you came and got to speak to them. But what was that conversation that you were having with Nicole?
Nicole is a what?
She's a O.
She's a O. Oh, with her new baby, her 2-month-old.
Oh, okay. Now that's Jalecia.
Oh, that's Jalecia.
That's Jalecia. So we have that one. No, Jalecia. That's
Jalecia. Okay, with Jalecia. Yes, because she was explaining to me that her daughter does not like broccoli, and I know for me, I'll say my age because I don't mind.
Okay.
I am 45 years old. I made the transition at 30 years old, and for me, broccoli gives me the worst gas. I mean, I'm a TMI here. Like, it really gives me the worst gas, and it's not the best vegetable versus like asparagus, more of the best vegetable for me. And so when she said that, I said, is there anything else? And she was telling me that she really doesn't like meat either. Like, she really kind of fumbles and picks around with the meat. And I said, because we should be vegetarian.
The babies are out.
So kids... Right.
Yeah.
So kids and babies, what I have found through my experience are in their truest blood type when they are young. When we are young, we are showing signs of exactly what our body is wanting, because we haven't put those years on our livers and organs, the things that actually flush the toxins out of our body. We haven't put that, and we're not into that pattern. We're not into that, what we're used to eating for 10, 20, 30 years. So, as a child, if they're spitting things out or if they're not gravitating towards certain things, more often than not, they're inside of their blood chemistry. Yeah, it's amazing.
Why don't our doctors tell us this? Why?
Well, I mean, there's a couple of reasons, I believe. Doctors don't. I do have formal training of working in the hospital. I worked in the emergency room. I worked in pediatrics. But I feel like, number one, they don't know. Some of them are very naive to nutrition. I mean, you can go to your doctor sometimes and they'll say, I have high blood pressure, or I'm diabetic as well. So if they're diabetic or they have high blood pressure, how are they going to tell you how not to have it?
Fix it.
Yeah, like that's the only thing that they know. And then the other part of it is there's no money in it. There's no money in it if you can go to the store, buy whole foods, and eat in line and work out in line with your blood chemistry. There's no need to go to the doctor.
But I mean, do you think the doctors are really doing it for money? Like they're misinforming or not informing for like monetary gain? I mean, do you think that that's what they're doing?
I think they make a lot of money from putting you on medicine and maintaining your illness or disease. My mom is diabetic. My mom is 69 years old right now, started in her mid-50s. She was on 5 or 6 different diabetic medications. She is now on one. Yes.
Right.
And then also there's 50 years of, I say damage. I mean, that might be the wrong word to use, but that you've put on those organs. So it's hard to reverse at that age, but to really maintain and to decrease your medication is amazing. And she's dropped over 60 pounds. And she's a B blood type. So
I ask my patients if they're taking any. I have like a series of things that I ask them just so I can know who I'm taking care of. And it's like, are you taking any medicines, medications? Usually, or sometimes, it'll be a laundry list of medicines. Are you allergic to any medicines, medications? If they have a laundry list of medications that they take, then the answer, if they're allergic to any medicines, is like, no, okay? They're not allergic to anything, right? And then comes the question, after a couple more questions, do you know what your blood type is?
Wow.
The answer is usually no. So you take this laundry list of medicines. You have no allergies that you know of. You get, you're not allergic to anything like out loud. You maybe have seasonal allergies, and just take medicines for that. But you don't know what your blood type is.
Right.
You know. So, and by the way, this guys, this is not medical advice for anyone. Okay. This you can still talk to your doctor about what you're doing, or curse out your doctor for not doing whatever you think that they should be doing.
Or ask them,
or
what is
why don't you let me know? Or if you ask your doctor your blood type and they give you the runaround, just make sure that you're more direct and get your blood types, because I think people should know.
Well, I mean, that's another thing though. Like I have a lot of clients who, you know, I don't offer testing anymore. I did, but you know, sometimes you have to take yourself out of certain areas because I don't have a medical degree. I am certified as a, you know, personal trainer and behavioral coach. But I asked them, and there's like, you know, I'm gonna ask my doctor, but he told me it was $200. Like I have to pay for it. So it isn't a test that they will run normally. They run cholesterol. They run the, you know, the normal test to see what your glucose is, but they don't run your blood type unless you have surgery or you need a transplant. So that's the biggest thing. And then you have to match for that. So if you have to match to receive an organ or blood transfusion, why are we all eating the same foods? Right. Some people are not a match.
It's just, to me, it's the diet that makes the most sense.
Absolutely.
Now, I get comments on videos that I've done. Like, I would say an O blood type person like myself needs to eat meat. But then I remember one of my latest comments was, I'm a vegetarian O blood type person and I'm healthy. Now, I believe that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, okay.
It is possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
But I don't think that that's a majority thing.
And you have to do so much as an O blood type to stay, you know, in line with your levels if you are not eating meat. You know, you have to watch out for your thyroid. You have to make sure you have your B12. You have to have all of these supplements, and not a lot of people are willing to do the supplementation along with a plant-based or vegetarian lifestyle that will equate to if they just ate some lean, grass-fed meat.
What do you do for your clients? Like, how do you get them from maybe where they are, which might be an unhealthy state, either in their minds or the way they feel in their body? How do you get them from might not want to be to where they want to be? What's your program like?
The program is amazing because I not only tell them their plan or give them their plan, but not everybody needs coaching. There's particular blood types that are self-paced. They can do lots of things on their own. They don't need anyone to push them or say, great job. Like, they're okay with that, you know, which typically is an O blood type.
Okay.
You know, my Bs, they do need a lot of coaching.
Why? Why do the bees need a lot of coaching?
It's just, I mean...
Because I feel like I've noticed that about my bee friends.
If I have some bees out here, you know, you may not like what I'm going to say, but you're a bit of a procrastinator. So that is typical in a bee blood type. Very nice, very relaxed. Can be quite passive sometimes. So it takes a little bit time to get that change. And I'm grateful to the National Academy of Sports Medicine, where I did my behavioral change specialist, that gave me the insight not only to, okay, it doesn't mean that they don't want to do it. They're just not in the stage where they can do it or think they can be successful at it. So sometimes we have to think about that as well when we present to this information, this educational information for them, is they just are, they're maybe not quite ready or believe that they can actually do it.
I think belief maybe could have something to do with it.
Absolutely.
I have a bee friend that says that they looked online and they said that the blood type diet isn't real.
Yeah.
So therefore, I'm not real.
Yeah.
You know, and the people that I know that are thriving and the people that I know that are not doing well, they're not real either.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, oh. So, but I wish them the best.
Yeah.
Hope that they take care of themselves, but I can see that they are not doing great. I can see it.
I mean, sometimes it can get frustrating because you know the information, you've been living this information. They see your results, you know, from someone for me, from 14 years old to now to 30 when I actually lost the weight. I have people in my life that was throughout my entire journey. You know, they were in cosmetology school with me, and we were both, you know, on the larger side. And they watched me lose 100 pounds, but they still haven't made a transition. So sometimes.
Wait, were they B blood types?
AB blood type.
AB. Okay.
Which is very the same
That's close.
thing.
That's close.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
Yes.
So you can do it, but maybe I can't. So sometimes it's that holds them back. So with my program with Blood Type Fit, I walk that walk with them because I have done when I say everything, every type of diet, keto, paleo, high protein, low carb, count calories, calorie deficient. I've done it all. And, you know, I do different like science experiments with myself. I did one recently 1.5 years ago where I came off of being plant-based for 7 years and I put only chicken and salmon back into my meal plan. And I gained 35 pounds.
That's fast.
Workout stayed the same, pretty much ate the same time of day, but I just added those things. Still in my 2 to 3 ounce range, but I still gained weight. As soon as I dropped it out, that next month I dropped 18 pounds. Most of that was inflammation, you know, in the water, but so for me, going through this with multiple different blood types, I have 5 adopted sisters who are all different blood types. I'm different from my mom and my dad. My dad is AB and I am B. I mean, my mom is B and my dad's AB and I'm A. So there's certain things even in those bloodlines that I had to pull out to see, okay, now I can wake up without an alarm. I don't use an alarm. Like when I go to sleep, I wake up 6.5 hours from when I went to sleep. Every single time. I'm high energy. I'm never tired.
That's
the major part people are looking for.
It is nice to not be tired during the day and doing something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I feel like experience is one of the best teachers.
Yes.
And people can gain from their experience and share the experience, but I know that I can be this way. I can be a little fanatical about how things should be.
Yeah.
Right? So I think when you force the agenda, if you will, on someone, then it becomes less palatable to them, you know?
But I mean, you feel amazing, so you want to share it. I mean, just from being in your office a short time, I can tell like how you know you're with your patients and how you're with your staff. And I would say that I've never been in any situation in my past 15 years of experience where a dentist, a doctor, your doctor, they're not listening to you, has asked, what is your blood type?